just bending the knees, and there are quite a few different interpretations of this. My name's Tom Waddington, I'm a ski coach, and here we are today in beautiful sunny Sölden, Austria. So, a phrase you may have heard is bend the knees. You might have heard this one in different accents as well. Often with this, people get fixated a little bit on just bending the knees, and there are quite a few different interpretations of this. So this may be one interpretation of bending with the knees, where I'm just hanging in the front of my boots. That's kind of related to lean forward, but the difference here is I got no adjustment in my hip and back. So the center of mass is forward towards the tips. Another interpretation might be that bend the knees is I actually move my hip backwards. But what happens here is my hip goes really far back. I'm folding at the waist, so my upper body adjusts. My brain thinks I'm forward, but actually most of my center of mass is in the back on the tails. And if I end up skiing like this all the time, it's going to be hard for me to access the ankle flexion, being in the front of the boot, and therefore access the shovel of the ski and allow that ski to bend and work better. So a better position is to have access to all three of our big lower joints, so our ankle, knee, hip, and try to make sure sort of our shin angle aligns a little bit with the back angle, so we keep the head and the center of gravity, center of mass, more over the feet. And with these joints, we're ready to move dynamically with the ski. Okay, so here I'm just skiing, hanging in the front of the boots with no real adjustment for my hip or my back, and I'm ending up losing control of the skis. The skis wash out and I don't have much balance. Okay, now I'm going into where I'm actually going to bend over and fold at the waist. So here I'm folding at the waist and I'm actually just kind of just on the tails a lot of the time, getting back, using a lot of my quad muscles. It's not efficient and I can't access the front of the ski as well. Now I'm going to go into a much better position using all three of the joints. I got good ankle flexion, so I'm in the front of the boot. I'm using the knees as I pedal from side to side. I'm keeping the hip moving over the ski, and I'm starting to already feel I can increase the performance as I'm going down, get better at moving with the ski, and make better performance turns. Woo! Yeah! All right, so I'm going to use the Carv app to look at our foot pressures and how the different interpretations of bending at the knees and leaning forward affect our foot pressures. So I'm going to give it a go. I'm just standing still here. So the first one is kind of folding too much at the waist, and it's really cool. You can see that the pressure has gone into my heels, and this might be actually emphasized more when we're dealing with more forces. At the moment it's just my body weight. When we're dealing with more forces that build up through the turn, this might be emphasized more, and that means that if I get stuck too much in this position, I'm getting a lot of force through the heel and the tails all the time. And if I look to move, and if I'm just kind of hanging in the front of the boots, bending the knees, I'm not adjusting much for my position, you see that actually I've gone into the forefoot, and under the balls of the feet. I can just do the lean forward one as well, just sort of leaning forward, and again, more into the balls of the feet. So when I'm just standing, using all of my joints, I'm in a nice neutral position. I've got an even foot pressure. I don't have any pressure spikes, and this is a good thing to help me as much as possible to keep my center of mass over the middle of the skis. It means I'm ready to move along the length of my foot and ready for performance skiing. I hope that this video has given you some context to the true meaning and how that's going to help you get better ski performance. As always, if you like this video and you want to see more from us, hit like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.